Hi guys, Emma from Forever Grow here and welcome to my very first DIY tutorial video. So this first DIY box is going to be earrings. Now I'm sure you have seen the pictures on Instagram or you have purchased the box yourself, so thank you very much for that. Now this is what the box will look like when it first arrives. Everything will be separated into nice little bags. You will have a bag of the main or the big drop earrings. You will have a little bag of the stud earrings. You've got jump rings, the earring posts in stainless steel, 304 stainless steel. You will have the more premium backings, I suppose you would call it. And I have thrown in some of the little plastic backings just in case. I know some people have a preference and I thought, well, why not give you both? You will also find a little tube of E6000 glue. Now this glue, I need to let you know, does have a warning on the label. Okay, the vapor is quite harmful. If you feel like you want to know some more information, please go on the website and read all about it. I did want to include it, but it was a lot of printing and I wanted to save paper. So if you, like I said, if you would like to know more, please do research it, but just keep in mind that you should use this glue in a well-ventilated area and don't breathe in the fumes too much. And if you do start to feel sick or dizzy or something, just step away, go get some fresh air, and maybe try a different spot or a fan or something to keep those vapors away from you to inhale. Alrighty. Now, if you have purchased the additional pliers, you will get this set as well. Otherwise, if you've already got your own pliers, then that's great. Yeah, if you need the pliers to help you make the jewellery, then these will be included as well. Okay. So, my first suggestion would be to open up the packet and decide how you are going to mix and match your jewellery pieces. Now please keep in mind the pieces that you receive will still be covered in all of the paper. Okay, I've just peeled these ones because these were the ones this is the pack that I used for my promo pictures. So that's why they don't have any protective paper or plastic. Now it'll depend, some will have paper and some will have plastic. That's just because this is what I cut from. These are it's my acrylic sheets, and whether I engrave or cut, it'll have paper or plastic on it. So no need to worry, but some will be different. So what I would suggest you do is set out your pieces, decide what you would like them to look like. Now there are two sets of these ones with a double hole in them in either a silver or a gold glitter. Now they are so that you can add an extra tier sort of in between. If you choose, you don't have to use them if you don't want to, but you can choose to add an additional little extra bit in there, just because I thought, why not? It's a bit of fun. You might want to use it, you might not. So what I would recommend is you set them all out so that you know exactly which piece you are going to use where. Now, make sure you play around with it a little bit. You don't want to make up one and then go, oh, actually, you know what, I think that would have looked better attached to a different one. You know, play around with them, get them where you'd like them to be, and when you're happy with them, that's when you can start putting them together. Now, one little thing I will note for you is that a couple of these pieces are using pastel colours. Now the cool thing about the pastel colours, which I'll just peel the backing off this one quickly to show you, is that the pastel comes in either a glossy side, a little bit blurry there, a glossy side or a matte side. So you can actually choose which side of that you would like to use, which I think is pretty cool. I like the matte side personally myself, but that is a personal preference. Now, once you've decided how you are going to set them out, you can start putting them together. So I'm going to work on putting these ones together because I think they look cool. Now you're going to need your jump rings for this. Now I've given you enough jump rings to include these pieces as well. I think there's also a couple spare just in case. There is a little trick to jump rings, so that's what I'm going to show you. So you'll need to grab your pliers. Now what you will need to do is grab the jump ring on either side of the join. Now you're going to want to open outwards. Don't do that, okay? That's going to put stress on the middle section of the, let's just see if we can get some focus in there. That's going to put some, it's going to keep focusing on that, okay. You know what? There we go, that's better. That's going to put stress on the bottom of the jump ring, okay, and you don't want that because you don't want this to break. So what you want to do is instead you want to go towards and behind, okay, so you want to open it up like that, okay, so that they're still in line with each other, but they've opened up that way. That puts less stress on the bottom of the jump ring and allows it to open up. So then what you are going to do is you're going to thread on one piece and the second piece, and then you are going to just again grab the two sides and just close them together. Try and make sure it's as closed as possible. Now because the acrylic is quite thick, you're not going to risk, if there's a little gap in the jump ring, you are not going to risk it falling out because it's thick acrylic. But if you are using thin chain or something, then that's a possibility. So then we've got the first piece done. Now the second piece is the top bit. Now what I forgot to mention is that it would be a good idea to glue the posts on before you put this whole thing together, okay, purely because when you are trying to sit this straight, it's not going to sit flat and your post will slide off while it is drying. So do apologise about that, should have done that to start with. So we'll do that now. So what you'll do, and you should do this once you've decided how you want them all to look, or you could do it before you've decided, it's completely up to you. You're going to get one of the earring posts, and you are going to take your E6000 glue and you're just going to put a blob on the top. Now you can do it straight out the tube, or you could put it onto a little piece of paper and dab the post in. It's up to you. I have given you spare posts just in case, so please don't worry about that. And then once you are ready and you've got the glue on it, you just stick it down straight onto the piece. Try and keep it, sort of central. You want it in sort of line. You don't want it, all the way over here. That would be a bit silly. Try and get it right in the middle of the big gap. And then that will take about 24 hours to dry, okay? You could do things after about 12 hours, but you really don't want to knock that and have it not as sturdy or the glue not quite stuck down. So please, once you've glued the post, leave it be for as long as you can, preferably a whole day. Okay, once that has been done, then you can attach it to your final product again. So again, we are going to open the jump ring by going that way. Oops, not on camera. And then we're going to thread on the two pieces, and then we are going to close the jump ring. And again, voila, we have our beautiful set of earrings with, of course, the post. Imagine the post is glued to the back there, and it's ready to wear or sell or do whatever you like with it. Now the other thing that you get with your kit obviously is your pack of studs. Now these are just random colours. You've got a pastel in here which you can choose matte or glossy side, that's up to you. You've got a glitter, but I mean I suppose if you wanted the plain blue side you could do that. You've got a chunky glitter which is kind of see-through with just so you may see the post through the back if you get a slight gap, but I think because it's silver you won't even notice. And just a couple of solid colours. So that will be, they'll have the same same thing as the gluing the posts on. Make sure the back is nice and clean. Put some glue on the post and pop it right in the middle and you'll be done. I mean, you could put it up a little bit if you would like. It's, you know, you can put it wherever you like. It's your jewelry, your choice. But other than that, you will have 5 pairs of studs and 5 pairs of dangle earrings to do with what you will, either sell or keep for yourself. Anyway, I hope you learnt something from that. Thank you very much for purchasing the kit, and I will see you next time for something that is a little bit spooky, of course, for Halloween. Thank you. Bye guys.